Welcome to the Women of Deliverance, where yours truly, Elder Shakia Sanders, is the founder. Now, I know that every last one of you that are looking at this video right now is trying to figure out why in the world does she have that cover over her eyes, and why does she have these earphones on. Well, today I just wanted to say welcome. But I wanted to just talk to you a little bit about self-hardness of heart and personal unbelief. Many would like to say that I am the way that I am because of someone else. This world has turned into the world of pointing fingers. But how many can truly be honest that some of the things and the reasons why they're going through the things that they're going through is because of self-infliction, self-hurt, self-pain? Well, how can you say that? Well, in order for me to have put this mask on, or for it to be on my face, I would have to have put it on myself. In order for me to plug my ears in, I would have to have put these earphones in myself. We're living in a world today where we continuously, day after day, hour after hour, and minute after minute, we continue to put blindfolds on, and we continue to stop our ears. We put blindfolds on so that we will not be able to really truly see the truth. In order for us to receive the truth, we have to see the truth. But for some of us, we do not want reality to meet us, so we put on blindfolds. Many of us, we want to hear what's going to tickle our fancy. So what do? In order for us not to hear the truth, we put in earphones and we start listening to what our flesh wants to jump and shout about, or what we want to hear. I just want to share with you today Matthew, the 13th chapter, verses 13 through 16. And in that chapter, we find where Jesus was sitting by the seaside in front of a multitude, and he was teaching. And he was talking about the parable with the sower. And after he taught about that parable, his disciples had asked him, well, Jesus, I'm trying to figure out, why are you teaching this way in parables? Why do you teach the way that you do? Why do you say the things that you say? And Jesus himself said, starting at the 13th verse in chapter 13 in Matthew, he says, therefore speak I to them in parables, because they seeing see not, and hearing they hear not, neither do they understand. And in them is fulfilled the prophecy of Isaiah, which saith, by hearing ye shall hear, and shall not understand, and seeing ye shall see, and shall not perceive. For this people's heart is waxed gross, and their ears are dull of hearing, and their eyes they have closed, lest at any time they should see with their eyes, and hear with their ears, and should understand with their heart, and should be converted, and I should heal them. Again, we're talking about hardness of heart and personal unbelief, which is a recipe for self-infliction and pain. We have to be honest about the things that we cause on ourselves. We have to stop putting on blindfolds. We have to stop plugging up our ears to only hear what we want to hear. There comes a time where we live out what God continuously says in his word, obedience is better than sacrifice. There comes a time when we live out God's word where he says, if my people which are called by my name would humble themselves and pray. If you're humbling yourself, then you're coming to the knowledge that I have a problem. And no, the problem that I have isn't just because of somebody else, but it's because of the issues and the hurt and the pain that I cause on myself. It's because of the blindfolds that I have put over my eyes. It's because of the hardening of heart that I've done to myself. It's because of these earplugs that I put in my own ears so that I will not be able to hear the truth. But he says, if my people which are called by my name will humble themselves and pray and seek his face and turn from their wicked ways. Your wickedness. I did not say a sinner. I said wickedness. A wicked person is someone who knows to do right but chooses to do wrong. Knowing the truth, seeing the truth for what it is, but you don't want to accept it, you put your blindfold on. Hearing the truth and knowing that it's the truth, but you don't want to receive it, you put your earplugs on. Knowing the truth, seeing the truth, and hearing the truth, but you harden your heart because you don't want to receive it, or you act like you don't understand it. It's time out, people, for causing self-hardening of heart and personal unbelief. You can't get anywhere unless you do what this word says do. Where it says, once that time comes and people will actually start seeing with their eyes, which means what you got to do, take the blindfolds off. Until that time comes when people start hearing with their ears, what does that mean? You got to take the plugs out your ears to hear. Until people start understanding with their heart. So which means, God, I have to open up my heart to be able to receive what you're trying to give me. And my heart also has to be open so that I can be able to give what you're telling me to give. But a lot of people fail because they self-inflict themselves. We have to stop. It's time out for it. You want to be healed, you want to be delivered, and you want to be set free. In order to do all those things and to live in total liberation, the first step is to be truthful. The first step is to come in alignment with truth. Because the Bible tells us, which is God's word, that the truth shall make you free. So stop using blindfolds to keep from seeing the truth. Stop using earplugs to keep from hearing the truth. And stop hardening your heart from understanding, believing, and receiving the truth. This is Women of Deliverance. I'm not just another preacher or a minister, but I am a minister in the gospel that preaches justly, with righteous, and tells the truth by any means necessary. God bless you, and continue to walk in your tailor-made favor from God.